Hey folks, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Tonight, we've got a fun one. We're going to have Surf Wax from Burial Beer Company out of Asheville, North Carolina. Stick with us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. We're back to do that again. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. I'm Ben. What are we drinking?
We're going to have some Surf Wax from Burial Beer Company.
All right.
It's a very intriguing can, and this is their standard year-round IPA.
And this one is not squishy. So
Yes, I was going to allude to it, but Ben beat me. So this is our second attempt at reviewing this beer. So
Yep.
This one I actually found.
Yep. All right. Trying to remember if I actually drank any of the squishy beer. I may have had a
You did.
Yeah.
We all did. Or Jace had Jace was good. Mine
was not squishy.
Mine was compromised.
I've had this a couple of times.
I drank it anyway, even though it was warm and somewhat depressurized since the seal had been broken.
I did not drink mine. It was not good, as I recall. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
I get lost in that aroma. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so far I would say this one's a lot better than the squishy one I had.
Oh, got some chunkage.
You got some flocculence? I don't think I did.
I do.
Either that or I drank it.
The Surf Wax is a West Coast style IPA. Although it doesn't seem like that to me. That's what I read, but
Maybe there is some
seems
chunkage.
more.
It's in my phone.
It says an IPA. One place categorizes it as West Coast. I don't know if I'm on board with that. This doesn't taste very much West Coast. This is more Eastern, beyond the Midwest, closer to the East.
This is an Asheville IPA. I mean, come on.
I mean, they can make all types of IPAs, but
they do a great job. But
like
this is a base beer.
I don't know where I got that from. I'm gonna get on this. It uses Mosaic, Citra, and Simcoe hops. 6.8%. The beer is in reference, almost an ode, to the movie Point Break from 1991. The original, not this other one remake that I didn't bother watching. With Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves. You might remember a little bit of Gary Busey. Little Lori Petty was in there. Oh, and do you remember from what band? What lead singer from what band also played a role?
You had Anthony Kiedis and Flea.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
So they were in there. They were drug dealers or users and stuff like that. So one of the reasons it's an ode to it, Ben, if you will read the back of the can,
Do tell.
It is a classic, not just a line, it's literally speaking, I don't know what you would call it. I know it's not an aside because he was saying it. Patrick Swayze was saying this to Keanu Reeves, Johnny Utah. And fear causes hesitation. You want the ultimate, you've got to be willing to pay the ultimate price. Ain't it wild? Why be a servant to the law when you can be its master? So blah, blah, blah. It goes on like that. And so pretty cool. Great movie. Great 1991 movie. I watched over and over and over.
It's a nice tribute.
Yeah. Burial Beer Company out of Asheville. It's a microbrewery founded in 2013. And we've covered it multiple times. I did not care to.
Yeah, Ben can throw some links in.
I'd rather.
Again, they have another great homage to movie trivia. They have a mural on the wall of their outdoor patio in Asheville with Chunk and his arm around Burt Reynolds.
No, it was Sloth.
Sloth.
Chunk is the kid.
You're right, Sloth.
Yeah.
Chunk is the boy.
And
in
it
the
was
red
Tom
jacket.
Selleck, and he had his arm around Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, yeah.
Man, you're completely wrong with that, Jay.
God,
Completely.
Jay, you're
It's been a
bad
while.
at this.
It's been too long. I need to get back up there.
I think we all do. Corporate needs to sponsor a trip.
That would be so awesome.
American IPA.
Have you seen the new Point Break? Then
No, mentioned earlier. Haven't seen it. Have you seen the new?
I attempted to watch parts of it, and when they were doing that fly like a bat thing, I just couldn't handle it.
What was the extreme sport that they?
It's personalized hang gliding, so you know how they go up to areas
Yeah.
and they spread their wings and fly like a bat. Yeah, no, I couldn't get into that.
okay. All right. Well, Jay mentioned he'd had this one. Andy, you and I kind of sampled it, if you will. I don't really count that.
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't do it justice by that. So I would have to do it through this.
Do it proper. Huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll go first since you've been chatting a little bit there. Yeah, you mentioned the West Coast. I don't know where you read that or
Well,
whatnot.
I read it from their website.
Wow. I knew you were over there looking for it. Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why I wouldn't write it unless I saw it. And I was like, maybe Untapped just, overstepped their boundaries. So, nope. Surf Wax, West Coast style, but it just doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but
Is that, are we sure that's not a different Surf Wax variant potentially?
no, Ben.
Because
Yeah, this is their standard
West
year round.
Coast. This does not taste West Coast E.
Maybe they think it does.
It tastes a little, from the look of it and the taste, just a little bit hazy on the very light side. Not so juicy, but I think it's I think this is, we talk a lot about, gateway, either craft beer or maybe even like a gateway IPA. I think this one for me would be a gateway IPA in the sense that it's not overpowering in any one flavor. It's somewhat mellow and kind of chill. Just like you would think when you go surfing, man. I mean, it's, you want to ride the waves and just kind of chill, right? So, I think this one is kind of in that vein. It's not, nothing hits me particular about the IPA. It's not, 6.8%. It's one you can have multiples of. And I would definitely, drink this if I could get it. I would drink it periodically, even though I'm not the IPA guy. And it is an IPA. I would pick this up from time to time and have it because it's just kind of a nice, easygoing IPA to me. So for that, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I think it's one, again, I would drink again. I like it. Andy?
How about me? It is light tasting, lighter than 6.8. It's on the verge of tasting like a session, but with a little more flavor in depth, but just it's very light on the palate. And it's got a great citrus flavor, tropical aroma, but nothing harsh about it. It is smooth and refreshing. This would be a good beach beer. And man, yeah, I could see why they make it year round. It's a 7.5 for me. It's, like I said, it just doesn't go bold in any one direction.
All right, Jay, round us out. What you got?
I do love the tribute and the information, Andy. I mean, Burial is, since the moment I set foot on their property and had their beer, it's always been one of my favorite breweries. I just wish it was closer, or I got to travel there more than the one time I've actually been there. This one, I think I picked up in Forest in Charleston when I was traveling through there. They had some beer from Burial I could grab. Um, to me, yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, you kind of hit all the notes. I would think I do on the back end. I do get a little bit of pine, and even when I had a little indigestion from the carbonation, there's some pine there. So
Little vert.
maybe that's their West Coast portion of it. It is super easy drinking. I mean, I could finish this thing in 2 more gulps and I'd be done.
And you'd get a little more pine, so take it slow.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, 6.8, great. I would love to be able to keep this in my fridge all the time, but unfortunately, I can't. I'm not there, not close enough, and they don't distribute down here. I wish they did. 7.5 is exactly where I sat previously, and I still sit there today. Um, it's a great year-round offering from Burial. Um, when you get into some of their others and their creativity, the scale just goes up from this. Is the way I think of things. So,
So this is kind
yeah,
of like their base, is what you're saying. Like this is where you start with Burial, and it just goes up from there.
this would be Ben's middle of the road.
Of course, absolutely. It's definitely middle of the road IPA right here. That is going to be a 7.5 for the Surf Wax IPA from Burial Beer Company. Definitely an IPA you need to check out. If you've had, let us know down in the comments what you think about it. We all enjoy the beer and have enjoyed talking about it today. Definitely appreciate you guys checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. Check us out on all social media links down below in the description. Come say hey in our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server, and we can talk about Burial beer. We can talk about other beer that you've had, other beer that we've tried. You can give us some ideas of beer to review for the show. Come join us there and chat with us there. We would love to have you. Lastly, if you have any interest in any Hopped Up Beer Review merch, a shirt, a koozie, a glass, anything, check out the link below and you can pick that out and get you something there. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers.